Hi everyone, aloha. It's been a while since I've done an update, in part because a lot of things have changed and I thought I was going to simply post videos on YouTube instead of through my GoFundMe page since you've helped me to achieve my goal. However, I realized that in light of it being September 11th and having the opportunity to express gratitude for the life that I have, even though the circumstances are not ideal at times, I am grateful that I'm here, and I'm grateful because of what people have done for me. And 20 years ago, I was actually starting my first semester in college in New York on Staten Island when we were informed about what happened with the Twin Towers and the Pentagon. So in hindsight, I'm thinking about the many opportunities I've been blessed with another day. And I became a little bit reflective earlier as I thought about why I should be grateful, especially since so many people lost their lives that day. So even though it's a day of, somber reflection, I realize that it's also a day for me to reflect on the ways that I should be grateful all the more. And last year kind of was a reminder of that too, when, I had to leave China because of what was going on with COVID at the onset of things. And my health issues that I would soon find out were related to cancer in part. And so next month will mark the month when they told me that I was diagnosed with cancer. But the good thing is I'm in remission now, as I've mentioned in a previous video. But I wanted to take just a few moments to say thank you for, again, not just the contributions, but when I thought about, the financial blessings that people have given me, I also thought about the ways that I was blessed beyond that. And I've mentioned before how I appreciated the cards that people wrote me and even the text messages I received. I got really cool blessings that weren't quite the conventional gift. And so I wanted to just bring attention to some of those things. I received an audio message from a friend, and she sent me a recording of her playing a worship song called He Knows Your Name. And she sang for me, and she played the guitar, and she sent that to me, and it really, really moved me. Many of you have sent me images with scripture almost on a daily basis, or words of encouragement in that format that really have bolstered my sense of self-worth on days when I just was feeling under the weather. I've gotten the opportunity to go over people's houses, and now that it's a little bit more under control, my health is looking a lot better in regards to being in remission, right? So that's great. So I've been trying to socialize a little bit more to get out of my own head with some of the things that still do plague my thoughts. But in going out, I've been able to be treated to dinner, which has been wonderful. I've been taken to the beach. I've had people take me grocery shopping, which has been a blessing. I've been able to have picnics outside on the beach in small groups, sometimes just one person, most of the time one other person, and that's been really good for me. And I received a few books from people, Jesus Calling, with scriptures that focus on different aspects of the Christian walk, and times of doubt or insecurity. I have some extra help there. Another friend sent me a book, and it was called The Humans, and it was hilarious. So far I'm still reading it. I just got it recently, and I thought, it doesn't have to be a super grand gesture that people make that impacts our life, and so I I'm just really grateful that people have stepped in the gap with me to bring me to this point of not just being physically in remission, but in a better place mentally. There are highs and lows, and I still struggle with those things, but I understand the need for community, and now that things have tapered off with some of my treatments and things like that, I may not hear from some of you the same way as I did before, but I want you to know that I have appreciated you, and again, your prayers and all sorts of support. So even though I haven't been doing a bunch of updates, I've been thinking about you, and I wanted to just do a quick video, and I thought I would conclude my page, but at the request of others, I will keep it at least for the duration of maybe even the year, because I will have had completed a full year of transitioning. So I think that would be in December, like right before I got the chemo treatment, as the chemo treatment was an adjuvant type of treatment. So just to make sure that the cancer stays away. So just to reiterate, the diagnosis of leiomyosarcoma of the uterus basically put me in a situation where I just have to be cautious, that I'm aware that it could come back within 8 to 16 months, but I'm doing what I need to do, like seeing the doctors, and so next month I will have an appointment to do my follow-up, and I believe my follow-up might be every 3 to 6 months, and go from there. But again, the cancer stuff looks like it's pretty good, right? I'm in remission, so that's really good. And I just wanted to give you a brief update, let you know that my hair has grown back a little bit. Okay, a lot more than it had before. I mean, I have eyebrows that I can actually fill in now, so that's pretty good. So I'm encouraged about the little things that are not so little. And the other health issues that I have are being addressed at this moment, and they pale in comparison to a cancer diagnosis. So thank you for giving me another reason to smile, and I pray that God would bless you with the same love and grace and peace that you've prayed for me, as well as healing, and not just healing of my body, but healing of my mind and spirit. And that is something that will take time, and that's okay, because it's not like one and done. Even getting cancer and being in remission isn't one and done. There's a process that takes place in your mind, like, what do I do next? How do I continue to not focus on the what if it could come back, and if it does, what do I do then? There's so many things that come with getting a cancer diagnosis that some people think you should just forget about once you're in remission. But even dieting is a constant reminder that I have to be careful. But I have been surrounding myself with constructive people and prayerful people, and just people who can help me still hold my hands up, because I still have those moments that are a little bit shaky, but I'm talking to a lot of you individually, and this video is really for those of you who were curious about my well-being, since I haven't done a video in a while. So like I said, I'll just keep it my GoFundMe page through the end of the year, just to bring it to a close properly, and then you'll see what I look like back, later on, and what I looked like before. I will try to post some pictures on the page as well, so you can get an idea of the behind the scenes of the videos that I had posted previously. I can't thank you enough for being a part of God's hands feet, and most importantly, his heart. I love you, and just because we don't talk all the time, doesn't mean that you're not in my heart, and I believe that's the same on your end. A lot of you have been busy and things like that, and now that I'm more out of the woods than not, certain things have tapered off, and I understand that happens with life, but my gratitude is still there. So thank you so much, and have a blessed rest of your weekend. Bye.